Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Imperial Holonet. I am JID123,
And I'm Ridley Durantillis.
and we are here with some belated news because we've been kind of busy.
And it's really painful because it means that we have to wait like about an hour before we can talk about Rogue One.
I know, I know. Although to be fair, we probably good thing we didn't talk about it yesterday because we all seem to be very tired. That would have been. Uh, but anyway.
Right now, I'm watching the Rogue One trailer.
Oh yeah, I watched that all last night too.
Like, I'm literally watching it right now.
Yeah. So let's start with some sad news, people.
No, don't start with the sad news.
Okay. Well, let's wait on the sad news. What should we start with then? How about we just talk about the Thrawn Trilogy? The Thrawn Trilogy is getting new cover art. Apparently, I don't know. I like the old cover art, but the new ones probably be fine. I actually saw a cool like collector's issue of the Thrawn Trilogy a while back, where there's little notes from Timothy Zahn and a prequel short story that within it. Apparently, I don't know where you can find it now. Probably on Amazon.
I'm betting that short story was probably also included in Star Wars Insider initially.
It might have been.
Kind of like how there's a Maul short story in, I think, Shadowhunter, which is from Insider that Lucina wrote.
They're still doing those short stories apparently.
Oh yeah, definitely. They've scheduled short stories to show what Phantom Squad or whatever was doing. Because you know how we hear that Kiwat has been taken back.
Yeah, that was a short story.
Yep, that's a short story. We're gonna get a short story on, I think, the battle of, oh man, what other planet were we gonna get a short story on? I think we're gonna get something for Kashyyyk, and I think, oh man, I forget which other planet. But we know there's several confirmed ones that we're gonna get see with the next Wing Squadron because we're finally gonna fucking do pilot stuff.
Cool.
For once.
That's awesome. I don't get Star Wars Insider. I don't subscribe to
Nor
it.
do I, and I really should.
Yeah, you seem like that kind of person. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. So to continue with, Thrawn, Rebels season 3 premiere.
Well, hold on. I didn't give my opinion.
Oh.
I don't like the fact that we're doing new things. They're iconic covers. Why change them? It's one of those things where it's like, what's the point?
I hope they at least keep the old covers too. Like you can get both.
Well, they wouldn't in that situation.
Well, buy your old cup. Well, buy these. What the old covers still have. I still have my old books where they don't even have the Legends little logo anymore. It's old and worn down, and actually has little notes from when I was in school for something, probably a project.
I refuse to buy the Rogue Squadron books with the Legends banner.
I hope you have a good cover. Hope you have good covers. Good, well kept books then.
Nope, because most of mine I bought from a sale that somebody did. Like, you know how libraries will sometimes tell people to put in their books and sell them?
Oh, yeah.
So all of mine are secondhand. So it's like, yeah, my Thrawn book is just effed up.
I haven't touched it in a while. But yeah, it's old. Mine's old. But anyway, moving on from that, we go into Rebels. Season 3 premiere this September. And here's something I found interesting. It'll be premiering on Saturday nights now. Apparently on Monday, it aired like in mornings on Monday and Wednesday apparently. This time getting a primetime slot on Saturday. That's just interesting to me. I don't know why.
It's not gonna affect us though, because we're not watching live.
Yeah. Dang it, I wish I had Disney XD. I don't have Disney XD, I could watch Gravity Falls repeats too. They're so weird with Disney Channel, just the actual legit, the cable Disney Channel, because sometimes they would have like a weekend where they would have shown like all the Rebel episodes I didn't see on TV. It's so weird, like sometimes they show it and other times they wouldn't. I don't get it. Sometimes they do that with Gravity Falls too. But yeah, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, do we talk about the toys news or the video game news next? Oh wait, let's keep talking about TV. Apparently there are reports that Lucasfilm and ABC are in talks to produce a primetime Star Wars TV series. These are just talks. Nothing has been confirmed. Nothing has been denied. It's just kind of like we're talking, because let's face it, they're always talking.
I really do not want an ABC Star Wars show. I don't want a Star Wars show, period.
Really, I'm kind of interested in a Star Wars live-action show.
You really want to see them attempt to do a Star Wars thing with a low budget?
Well, if you kept it low scale, it might work.
Problem is, that wouldn't be as much interesting necessarily. It really does depend.
Agent Carter.
But Agent Carter was connected to the. Dude, Agent Carter doesn't have fucking flying ships.
That's true,
Agent
but
Carter doesn't have lightsabers. Agent Carter doesn't have battle droids and stuff like that.
it doesn't have to be like that. It could be about like the underworld. That was like that
You
was
still have like ships and like alien tons of aliens and stuff like that. That with Agent Carter, you have that's set in a freaking time period. That's a period piece. You're not gonna have to deal with much stuff.
I don't know. I've always just kind of curious to see if you could do it. Uh,
That's gonna turn out fucking bad, especially ABC. It's ABC, dude. You really want to see ABC do Star Wars?
ABC's not that bad. Got the Muppet. Did the Muppets. That was a good show. That was a good show.
Dude, ABC can't either like cancels everything or keep shows on way too long, and
You never know.
and Agents of Shield was really crappily handled and just abandoned constantly.
Well, you never know what's gonna happen.
Seeing their track record, they're probably gonna abandon it the moment it starts to falter or something, and stick to Netflix or don't do a Star Wars show. Just don't do live action Star Wars shows. Just keep them animated. Animated works better. You know, that's been proven. They have a good track record right now. They have a good team. They're used to it. We're used to it. Just stick to that.
Well, we're probably gonna get one. You know that's probably gonna happen.
Yes, and people said, "Oh, it's probably going to happen in 2007." Has Underworld happened yet?
No, but now that the transition's over, probably will.
You can't just assume that, though, because we're making movies every year, so they don't have that need as much. So that need for a show is actually faltered, meaning there's a bigger chance that we won't get that and that we'll just continue with animated shows and, a movie every year. We know that we're getting live action Star Wars every year. Why do people need a show? The need for that has gone down a lot. Now, you could get a Netflix miniseries, but that's a different thing. Just a primetime show like that it's not a good choice, and I don't think Disney would think that either. Especially after S.H.I.E.L.D. bombed.
That's true.
And Carter bombed and everything. Like, after two failures like that, they're not going to deal with that kind of thing because the ratings dropped so quickly on those shows. They're not going to risk that on a Star Wars show like that when they already are making a movie every year.
Gotta make the money.
Yeah, and a major motion picture is going to make a little bit more money than an ABC show.
That is fair. Okay, toy news or video games?
I mean, after Rogue One, Kathleen Kennedy's going to be freaking Scrooge McDuck swimming in giant money things.
She kind of already is.
Well, yeah, but even more so.
Hopefully, I hope so. We'll talk about.
They're gonna have like a giant room that's like a pool of money for just their lake house.
That's true. They can buy that island they were filming in Scotland. They'll just
They're gonna buy a religious site that's definitely not for sale.
Yep. So video game news or toy news?
We'll do the Frontwire Studios thing.
Oh yeah.
So Galaxy in Turmoil, the Battlefront fan project from a while back, that was in some hot water. That they actually asked to talk to Lucasfilm or Lucasfilm and Disney and everything. Specifically with EA, and essentially they've come to the agreement that they're allowed to make the game based on that engine and everything, but it can't be Star Wars.
Well,
which, that's fair enough. I mean, they're using somebody else's IP. At least they're still letting them use it, or letting them use the mechanics and everything to make the game.
I'd be curious to see what it's like in its own thing, I guess.
I mean, I wonder if they're gonna put up, there could still be a fan game, though.
Yeah, I wish Cole were here. He knows the gaming industry more than I do. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like too much of a problem necessarily.
No, I don't think so. So I guess on to toy news. Leaks.
Yep, we have Lego leaks yet again.
I do love
for Rogue One, because after the Slave 1 thing, and now we have some set stuff. Imperial Hover Tank, set ATST, TIE Striker, U-Wing, Krennic's Imperial shuttle, and we've also seen a close-up look of Cassian. No, sorry, not Cassian. Baze and a Death Trooper.
which looks awesome, amazing. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I might get one because I like having little Legos.
Yeah, the sets look amazing.
Oh yeah, I can't. Oh,
In fact, we've seen images of all of of most of the Legos so far. Like the tank looks fantastic. The TIE Striker set looks great. The U-wing set looks fantastic as well. Plus, Krennic's shuttle is the first time we've ever seen that shuttle. It's not in the trailers yet.
it's gonna be fun. So now on to the sad news.
Yeah.
We saw to report that Kenny Baker, the actor who played R2-D2 in the original trilogy, passed away today.
And prequels.
And
Sequel trilogy.
Oh, cool. Yep.
And pretty much everything.
Yep. He passed away.
We've lost a lot of people recently with Geekum in general and Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, who else died this year? Alan Rickman.
It just specifically with Star Wars. Red Leader. We lost Akbar / Bid Fortuna.
So the writer from episode, one of the female writer for Empire.
Huh?
The female writer for Empire, whose name escapes me.
Who?
The female writer for Empire Strikes Back.
When did that happen?
That was this year, I thought. We reported on it. That was last year, and I just forgot. No, we started this year.
Wait, what female writer on Empire?
Okay,
There's a lot of writers who wrote Empire.
Okay, hang on. I have it with me. Here we go. Leigh Brackett. No, wait. That's not it. I thought she passed away. Maybe I was wrong.
Do you mean the person who, originally did the script treatment or everything?
Yeah. Or maybe I was wrong.
Dude, she passed away before the film came out.
Oh, really? I thought a female person died. Somebody...
You talking about Jocasta Nu?
Maybe.
Jocasta Nu's actress passed away. Yeah, dude, Leigh Brackett passed away a long time ago.
Okay, I don't know where I thought that. Weird. Memory bomb. But yeah, that's just been sad. Will be missed. Okay. But show must go on. Other news. What do you want to talk about next?
Move on to... Yeah, she passed away March 17th, 1978.
Okay. I saw...
How did you think that was this year? What?
I must have saw somebody else. I don't know.
Do you know what year you're in?
I sometimes forget myself.
Okay, let's see. We've got casting news. We have CW stuff. We have the villain for Flash season 3, who's going to be... Well, Dr. Alchemy is going to be in this season, and we already knew that, but now we know that we're having Savitar, who is a villain from the 90s.
Savitar.
He's a Cold War pilot in the comics whose plane was struck down by lightning, granting him superpowers.
Gotcha.
That's all I know about him.
Okay.
Moving on. Black Manta confirmed to be in Jason Momoa's Aquaman film. Did this need to be confirmed?
I don't know. This is still happening, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, so moving on. Stargirl has been cast for Legends, and it's one of the actresses who's going to be in Power Rangers, the upcoming movie. Sarah Gray. She looked decent for the role.
Yeah, I don't know anything about her. Gonna have to see that Power Rangers movie.
I actually probably would have preferred almost they went with the one from... I can't believe I'm saying this. Smallville had a really good bunch of casting choices for their JSA. I know I'm complimenting Smallville on its freaking costumes and everything and its character choices, but yeah, Smallville actually did a really good job with that. But yeah, if CW screws up the JSA, I already quit most of their shows, but if, dear God in heaven, if they screw up the JSA, I'm gonna flip the hell out. They already ruined Wildcat, they ruined Stargirl, I am going to flip.
They probably will. CW.
Gonna ruin Dr. Midnight, they're gonna fuck over everything.
It's the CW, man. CW.
Well, it's these fucking dumbasses, Guggenheim and Kreisberg. That's not necessarily by the CW. That's just their pathetic. I mean, have you seen their comic book writing as well?
No.
And the fact that they wrote Green Lantern. Just, yeah, fuck CW. Fuck Kreisberg and everyone. I'm so worried about that season. But yeah, so moving on to happy news in a company that's totally competent. Warner Brothers confirms that Man of Steel is getting a sequel.
Should have gotten a sequel back before Batman vs Superman. That's what I say. Just saying.
Yeah, no, well, do you really want to see another movie of Snyder with this Superman?
No, but
At least with Man of Steel, we didn't have to see neck snappy Superman the entire time.
yeah. It will. Let's see.
Yeah, so maybe it will use some of the stuff that they were gonna do for the original, for the Superman, for Man of Steel 2, like Metallo. That'd be cool.
Is Snyder directing this? Hope not.
But dude, do you really think that's gonna happen after all the shit that the guy's been pretty much blacklisted already by everything that's happened?
Did you read that open letter that Warner Brothers?
No.
Oh, you should. We should. Oh, I should have showed you. We talked about that. Cause thinking. But yeah. I thought I would have more to say, but it's Warner Brothers.
Well, what would we want for a Man of Steel sequel?
A Superman for one thing. Let's give it an actual Superman. Superman doing Superman stuff. You know, like helping people.
Like, but for actual plot though.
Oh, okay. Who would be a good villain? Okay, we already ruined Lex Luthor. I know my go-to is always Brainiac, but let's see someone else than Brainiac for a change.
Brainiac would be probably somebody better for a Justice League film.
Yeah.
Metallo's the big one everyone wants to go to. He's an enforcer, but is also, you know, he's just fun in that way. I guess the main plot could be carried up maybe by like Mongol. It would be interesting to see what's his name, not the Collector. The guy who collects the last of like a species.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was in Super Animated Series. I remember that. But yeah, it'd be fun to see like a lot of really obscure characters.
Maybe we can retcon Jimmy Olsen being dead. Just saying. I'll be fine with that.
Parasite would be fun.
Ooh.
It'd be nice to see like Imperial X or Maxima would be interesting. Mix-Yes Pickle would never happen, but that would be fantastic. I kind of want to see Livewire. Prankster would be never happen, but I would want that. Atomic Skull would be
Maker?
What?
The Toy Maker?
Toyman?
Toyman, that's right.
Yeah. Toyman and Prankster have the same problem, where they just do not work at all as Superman villains whatsoever.
Maybe they can make cameos.
At least with Prankster, there's an inherent, like, okay, he's not supposed to be a threat. The problem is, when a guy has a giant ass rubber ducky and is firing, like, missiles at Superman, it's just not interesting.
Maybe that can be, like a cameo, like a villain. Like, you show Superman busting up the latest baddie.
I hope they don't. Well, that's why you have Metallo or Atomic Skull.
Right. I don't know. I can't think of good stuff for this movie. Sadly.
Well, I mean, they could always do stuff with like Kandor. I don't want too much more of the Kryptonian stuff though. Right. It would be interesting to see Lobo.
Ooh, right. Lobo.
The problem is like because the problem is most Superman stories people remember origin stories.
I sadly don't know much about Superman's little universe as I do like Batman's.
I mean, I guess we could do like, you know, the problem is everything's always an alien invasion. That's why I'd say stick with like Atomic Skull and Metallo and like maybe like Tobias Whale just controlling them and having them kill people and just have it kind of be a standard plot like that. Because again, it's always like alien invasions with this stuff, and they should really try and fix that.
Or like Luther plots. Or like Luther.
Well, that usually ties into an invasion in some way. Either he gets the alien force to attack, or he, like attacks the alien force, or he's working with them. It's always some bullshit. But yeah, it's hard to say because now we killed him off. It's hard to like establish his world now that you've already axed him. I
Right.
mean, they could like. The problem is, I guess, like you're establishing that status quo so late in the game. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that turns out.
Right. And I want to know who's directing it. Like, who's the team? Who we got the team behind it?
But they just said they're finally looking into making it. They're not. They don't have a standard. They don't have any decision yet on directing.
All right. I'm surprised though they announced this that they're actively developing it so early in the game. I know.
What do you mean?
I would just thought they would have waited until like after Justice League is over and then the Batman solo film, then they'll start saying things like maybe another Superman film down the line.
Why would they? Well, we already. Why would they wait on that?
Because it's Warner Brothers. They're so trepidatious about everything at the moment. Like,
Yeah, but they freaking constantly talk about how much they want to like they're always talking about how much they like how many films they want to do. I mean, for God's sakes, dude, they confirmed that the film it was a definite thing that the film after Man of Steel was going to be a Lobo film.
that never happened.
Exactly. You can't expect them to be quiet about that. They always go and have cocks. That's the whole thing. That's why Batman v Superman failed. That's why Suicide Squad fails. They constantly just change stuff around.
Ugh. Part of me almost wants this to be a prequel to Batman vs Superman because there's 18 months of Superman doing nothing. That wouldn't make any sense, but sorry. Oh, hold on. That wouldn't make any sense, but I don't know. I want to see what those 18 months were like. It makes Superman. I know.
Yeah. Maybe it'd be more of him just needlessly killing people.
Maybe
That'd always be fun.
more snapping.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll like
I wouldn't mind if they did retcon Lex Luthor and say it was Lex Luthor Jr. Well, it was Lex Luthor Jr.
Yeah, especially because we need some explanation for.
Just no.
But unless they go by the ultimate, it's all really fucked up at this point. But yeah, Man of Steel's getting a sequel. That's good. We're getting another Superman film. Still incredibly worried, but
Yeah.
it's maybe they've learned their lesson. Maybe they're still going to be reactionary. We'll just wait and see.
Let's see who the director
in terms of interesting story, in terms of stuff that's
good.
Still good. Hold on. There's I forgot to add in. Pokemon trailer came out and okay, so
Oh yeah, what
the
happened?
Alola forms.
Lola forms? What are
Essentially, Pokemon from previous generations that have new forms. So, like, you have Vulpix and Ninetales being ice types. You have an Executor that's a dragon type, and it's got a massive neck. Sandshrew and Sandslash are now ice types as well. Like, in Alola, certain Pokemon seem to have, because they've evolved differently based on these islands, it's kind of doing like a Darwinism thing there, which is interesting.
Ooh.
Also, each island has its own version of this bird, Oricorio, which is clearly based on Darwin's finches. So you have a fire flying, electric flying, psychic, and ghost types, which is really, really cool, and a nice way to tie that into Hawaii and everything, and islands like that. And it's got an ability, so it can't. It copies everyone's dance moves. So if Pokemon uses like Sword Dance or something, it copies that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Minior, which is a meteor that's rock flying, and if it gets hit with enough damage or whatever with a physical attack, I think it is, its shield like breaks, and then you see the Pokemon underneath, which is a cool ability. Where like I guess it absorbs the damage, and then it becomes this really wacky looking thing. Also, its core is like different. You have to use it. You have to once you catch it, you have to actually use it in battle before you find out what its core looks like in terms of color.
Pokemon.
But yeah, so then the next kind of big thing was, but we got some evolution stuff. We got Fomantis, which is going to be and Lurantis, which are more grass types. We got to move Solar Blade. Now there's even more Pokemon you can ride, which was a previous thing. And so it seems like we're almost completely getting rid of the stupid HM slaves. Now we don't have to use those. That's great. We've got this thing called trial captains, it seems, where we're replacing gyms, which is weird and really troublesome, but it's probably just for this generation, where essentially there's tribal captains, and then there's like the tribal like leader person, or hold on, what do they call them? Just like these people in charge of each island, and the Kahua, and we have a confirmation that this old guy was on a previous trailer is one of them. So it seems like we're replacing gyms for this generation, which is weird, but I guess it's okay if it's just for this gen. We got these things called Z moves, which are just OP as hell and kind of seem like a advanced version of Mega Evolution, which I really hope doesn't just break the metagame, because I'm sick to death of Mega Evolutions. But yeah, we got Pokemon news and stuff like that. I'm still really excited for Sun and Moon, just not necessarily some of the additions to the metagame.
Sweet.
But yeah, so
Luke Cage.
Speaking of bulletproof people,
yeah, Luke Cage.
Segue.
That.
I mean, there probably is a segue in there.
Luke Cage is taking some hits, and he's taking.
Speaking of special defense, Luke Cage.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Oh man, this show looks amazing. Like, go to the fact that at 22 seconds he's just wearing the Luke Cage costume from the comics with the tiara and everything is just amazing.
Wow.
He's wearing the freaking tiara. It's part of his medical thing that when he was experimented on in prison. But that's just amazing, and it's just Luke Cage, and he's beating people up.
Yeah.
And we have like all this stuff about like Harlem and like really and like gang violence for that, and Luke Cage just being a badass. And just it's almost like when the person tries to punch him, it breaks his own hand, and like
right.
Luke just protecting the people. But what I love, like we're getting already a sense of what this season's gonna be like. Like I love that line, "You may be bulletproof, but Harlem isn't."
Ooh.
It's like that's really brilliant. Which it's dealing with the fact that like he'll start all he's starting all this gang violence stuff with that, trying to take on the entire world. But yeah, everyone else is gonna get crossfires. It's all about your consequences, I'm guessing, and that's awesome. Just really excited, especially because again, it seems really fun, and we got to see Misty Knight, I think her name is, who's supporting character from the comics, and we got to see Claire from Daredevil, and who appeared in Jessica Jones as well.
When does it take place in the Luke Cage timeline? I forgot. Like, is this before Jessica Jones is finished?
This is after. This is definitely after, because he's with Claire.
Okay. Right. I forgot. I haven't watched Jessica Jones in a while. It's a good show, but hard to watch. But yeah,
this is gonna be like something you don't have to like cry. At least you probably will. Also, September 30th is when it's coming out. That's exciting. But yeah, like it's not gonna be the most depressing thing ever. It's probably gonna be depressing and dealing with stuff, but still,
yeah,
you might not want to kill yourself after watching a few episodes, and that's always fun.
Yeah,
not having crippling depression.
Yeah, of course. I feel like your soul has been ripped out from you. Or seeing horrible torture as well. Well, you're probably going to see that a little bit. I'm sure someone's going to get a skull fractured. But yeah, I'm excited. Bring on the Luke Cage.
Yeah, it's really exciting. because I'm not always the biggest Luke Cage fan. I haven't read much of his stuff, but still, just excited to see where this goes. I mean, it's the same with Jessica Jones, where I don't know the character super well. And same with Iron Fist. Like, really, the only one of the Netflix series I know the characters really well is Daredevil, which is making this incredibly fun.
Oh, I can't wait. So yeah. With that, was there anything else we need to cover?
I am pretty sure that this is the entirety of the news.
Well, unless
Yep,
there's
this is
some.
the news.
Alrighty. So, that's the news, folks. See you later.
Yep.